Now to the fight for change in the Fifth Ward. Residents are pleading for action on a cancer cluster identified in their area. They want Union Pacific to take responsibility for the health problems they say have plagued their community for years now. KPRC 2's Brandon Walker live tonight in the Fifth Ward area where a public meeting was held tonight. Brandon?
And Daniela, see for yourself, that meeting's still well underway right now. This is the TCEQ's second public hearing on this matter. The first one last summer didn't go so well. At issue is whether the TCEQ should approve Union Pacific Railroad's proposal for cleanup, a process Union Pacific says already has been effective, but residents on the other side of that window say that couldn't be farther from the case. A packed house packed with questions, each centered on how to clean up the cancer cluster.
Union Pacific has taken no responsibility for the health costs.
Residents, their concerns stretching decades, want Union Pacific Railroad to do more to contain and remove creosote contamination at and surrounding the old rail yard at Liberty and Lockwood.
The data shows that the community is not exposed to the contamination.
Union Pacific's proposal includes building a 3,400-foot-long underground barrier, which they say will stop the spread of contaminated water. They plan to install more collection wells and continue to monitor and inspect contamination caps. But residents say that's not enough. For one, they say relatives have died from cancer, proof they say the contaminant plume has spread. Mayor Turner agrees.
There is a very high rate of cancer amongst adults and children. And when you look at all of the environmental indices for the EPA, this area falls in that 80% index. Very, very high.
Turner says the city is exploring legal options and keeps up with EPA Administrator Michael Regan, who visited the site last year and spoke exclusively to KPRC2 about the state and Union Pacific not providing enough data on the extent of the damage.
We have to do better.
Yeah, the administrator speaking exclusively to me back in January of this year. Some housekeeping for you. That public comment hearing on the permitted process is set to end on May 10th, but Mayor Turner and others are calling for a contested case hearing because they say that there isn't enough data on the damage done to move forward with the permit process, or the proposal rather, that's on the table. We're live for you tonight in Fifth Ward. I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC 2 News.